Hey guys, so this video is going to be all about my blindness and about my mitochondria, just to kind of lay like a basis down to maybe give some advice or just let you know a little bit more about me. Okay, so I've got a genetic disorder, which means that it's called mitochondria, and it means that the mitochondria doesn't work properly. To put it in the simplest form, it affects my nerves, which means that I have perfectly good eyes, but the nerves that connect my eyes to my brain are just going to deteriorate as I get older. But that means that I have had problems with my sight since I was born. We didn't know that until I was like 2 and I was in Spain and I wouldn't walk on the pavement because I didn't understand what cobblestones were. So all throughout primary school and secondary school, in my first year of uni, I've had several bits of support put in place in my education and at home, and that's what I'm going to be discussing in this video. Okay, so I'll start with primary school. My primary school allowed someone to come in to basically be an assistant to me. It took a while for them to allow someone in like constantly, but eventually they did, and it was so much help. I must admit I am a bit of a lazy person, so I relied on them a bit more than I should have. But that changed when I got to secondary school. But still, they were a massive help. I also had this big screen visual aid thing that visual aid it helps with my vision. It's not an actual visual aid. It was like an old-fashioned computer screen, and you would put like a book or something underneath it, and it would. I didn't like it very much. I had one at home, and my dad would use it the majority of the time, but still, I had it, and I could read books with it. My support had to write the colours on my coloured pencils, and yeah, because I'm colourblind, I'm not horrendously colourblind, but I can't tell the difference between blues and greens and purples and browns and green and other things. Like I could say, oh, I like that something like that green shirt, and I could turn around and it's blue. Yeah, that happens quite a bit. And I had like a raised ruler so I could feel it. I didn't know Braille at this point. I still don't know Braille completely, but I try. I've learned somewhat since. Um, that was really all the support that I had in primary school. I did have someone that came in and told me how to use a guide cane, which is something that I use to this day. It's just a cane with a ball at the end, so I can do that and get some more attention, but it gets people out of the way most of the time. My dad has a walking stick like one, but people don't recognize that because it's white, it's for a blind person, and red for a deaf person. They just say, "Oh, it's a walking stick." If you didn't know that, yeah, white means that they're blind, and red means that they're deaf the majority of the time, and some have white and red on, like my dad's. So in secondary school, I had support with me in every class, but they were within the school. They were trained to help a disabled person, but they weren't really like specifically trained for that. It worked, um, but that was when I knuckled down and I focused on my work, and yeah, I did things for myself. I got a lot more independent in secondary school than I was in primary school. Um, memorizing my timetables and stuff and knowing where to go. I didn't have to go outside during like break times and stuff, so I went to the library. So that made me a little bit more independent as well. Cam I had a camera for my laptop. I didn't bring my old laptop from primary school with us. So like I got a new laptop. Like it was a regular like teacher's laptop with some software on it that meant I can attach a camera to it and it would see the board and see what's down in front of me. I didn't like it. It was a pain to set up. I tried other ones, but though I kept one throughout the entirety of my secondary school career. It it was a bit. I had a love hate relationship with it. I was lost without it, but I hated it, set it up and stuff. Yeah. And there were a few classes where I was by myself, which I didn't enjoy, but that was because I was older and I needed support less. And I was allowed to go home when I got to sixth form during like long gaps of time, but that was because I kept having anxiety attacks in school and they didn't see an issue with me going home if I wasn't needed. I still had my study sessions though, because I had to do 2 hours a week of that. But I did that at separate times, like 1 hour one part and an hour the next, so that I wouldn't just be sat for 2 hours with hardly anything to do. I did have someone that came in though from the same place as my support from my primary school, and they taught me like things such as braille and touch typing. I can't touch type. I'm very good at it. I love freaking people out when I close my eyes and type. I'm less good at braille, but like A, B, C, D, wait, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O. I'm sorry I let that go on that long. I've forgotten what P is. I think it's P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, V. They didn't have W's in French when Braille was created, but W is W, X, Y, and then Z's annoying. That's why. What is that? So Z is A, B, C, D, E. E is. So Z is this. That's the only one I can't remember, but that's all I know out of Braille. If you wanted a quick, short Braille tutorial, there you go. They're just 6 dots, and as I was dotting, yeah. That dot 1 is capital letter, and dot 4, 5, 6, and 3 is the start of a number sequence. I'm sorry if you weren't here for that, but at university I have someone with me all the time, every day, because I don't like being alone, and I need support in the classroom anyway. So if it's just short periods of time and someone doesn't really know Newcastle or anything like that, I go to Northumbria University, so if they don't know like anything about the place, I'd usually just talk with them and we might play a game of cards or something. And I've got massive cards, by the way. They're about the size of my face. They're called jumbo playing cards, so I can actually play cards, which I really enjoy. What else do I have at university? I have a laptop. I've got a camera for my glasses that I don't know how to use yet, but I'm really grateful for it and I really should start using it. That's really, other than exam support, that's really it for my university support. But for my exam support, I had my own room and I had extra time, and I either had big things or I could type it on my laptop. I found it much easier to write handwritten my assessments, but I can't read my writing for the life of us. So I suppose that they can't either. So I just didn't do that. Um, my laptop, if you guys are wondering, I just use a magnifier that comes with Windows. I think it comes with Windows. I don't know if you can get it on all computers, but I just use the magnifier on it and it's on 400 all the time, unless I'm like in a position where my laptop's like here and I'm not leaning over it, and then I've probably got on like 500 or 600. Probably isn't the best for my eyes, but realistically, you're looking at the screen anyway, so. Um, that's really all of my support. I do have things like I've got a token watch that my mum got for me for Christmas a few years ago that doesn't have the right time on the face, but if I press a button, it'll tell us the time and it can tell us the date as well, and I can set alarms, which I haven't done yet. And I've got an Alexa, which is fantastic for people who can't see. And Uh, well, I can't really think of much more to say. I don't plan my videos. Like, I literally just in the past 5 minutes thought, I should do that. I've made a video on my other channel today. My other channel. I've got 3 videos on it. I shouldn't say that 'cause this is my 3rd video on this channel. But it's a bath bomb channel. It's not really the best. But I try. I love my bath bombs. So, yeah, if you've got any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. I've just found out that I can have an end screen, so like, I don't know if it's this way. Here, yeah. So click here to subscribe, I think. I don't edit my videos, which is evident, so I think it's here. I don't edit my videos because I have no idea how to use editing software and I will mess it up and I will not notice that I have messed it up. So I would probably get embarrassed. My TikTok is fictional poet. I should probably create a description. But anyway, meet me on there, please. Like, I'm much more confident on there than I am on here. TikTok's the only reason I have this channel. But thank you guys. See you all later. Bye.